I've spent the last 10 years working in the same 9 to 5 jobs, grinding my skills over and over again, and reached a certain amount of money that I thought I can retire comfortably. And I reached the conclusion that actual money is actually not enough. And at the same time is that there is massive risk depending on just one income for the rest of my life. I also skeptical to kind of taking a massive risk going into entrepreneurships, following the gold rush of the current generation, doing businesses, going into full-time YouTubers, doing TikTok, social medias and things like that. And then also doing cryptocurrencies like the last few years, there's a gold rush on that. Everyone's holding their cryptocurrencies, the gold, the diamond hand basically, right? And then finally, it's basically startups that are related to Gen AIs nowadays. Anything that related to AIs is actually earns money and things like that. But those, I just felt like it's not for me. I just felt like, is there an average way to become average people, right? That would have a certain different income streams that will allow me to retire. I would say certainly comfortably, but I wouldn't say I want to drive sports car and anything like that, but comfortably, I would say. So in this video, I would like to talk about it, and I also want to share my kind of thoughts about it. What's the possible outcome if I stick to what I share in this video for the next 7 years, which is I'm going to be 40, and it's kind of crazy when I think about it because like, the 90s kids are finally reaching age 40s, and I kind of still remember when I was in high school really. But hey, let's stick to the videos. And the first thing I just want to talk about is what is a high income? Let's define what's high income earnings, right? What I meant is it's not really about how much you earn, like 6 digits, 7 digits, or like CEOs, surgeons, or even nowadays the builders in the UK that charge you £200,000 for 25 meters square of extensions, which is a lucrative amount of money really. And what I define as high income earners is those who spend loads of time honing specific skills for a specific industries. Because of that, they have spent so many years on that bit, like myself as a cloud engineer. If I try to change a career, I would have to lose probably 70% of my income just to do something else. And this is, for some people, is a commitment that they couldn't do, including myself as well. I couldn't do that as well. And the risk is so huge. It's actually bigger than those who actually do side hustlings, different side hustles, because those being used to doing different side hustles were able to have different income to cover different routes. It's a bit tiring comparing to those who work in the office job. I wouldn't say like me, but those high income earners, like those been honing their skills. But the risk is kind of massive as well, because if in this current trends of layoffs, if you get layoffs or I get layoffs, I lost 99% of my income straight away, and there's no backups and there's nothing around it. And so I just want to talk about, in this video, definitely I just want to talk about the bit that what's my thought around, what's my ideas around it to get around this. And there's no special bits like I'm asking you to invest in things that it's certainly things that relate to digital products when I'm going to share. And I'm just thinking about, if I stick to that for the next 10 years, can I actually get out of this for sure? So let's talk about some of the ideas that I thought about that wouldn't actually collide with my 9 to 5 job, and I actually think that actually complemented well as well. And that's pretty obvious. Basically, it's the stuff you're watching right now. That'll be YouTube, if actually anyone is watching, or the editors is actually the only watchers or viewers actually watching, right? But it is certainly a lucrative path by actually seen by loads of new generation, including my generations, that even nowadays the kids didn't want to be a doctors or surgeons or engineers, things like that anymore. They just want to be YouTubers, and this is a trend that's been happening for the last 10 years, and this is kind of inevitable, right? But it doesn't mean that I will make money straight away, or anyone will make money straight away on YouTube, unless you have something to bring onto the table. Basically some controversy stuff to talk about on YouTube, and then gaining that attention to people actually felt like it's actually interesting. And for myself, it certainly is not interesting, because it's just me as a middle-aged guy talking about finance and some of my life in Oxford universities, right? If I didn't do this for the money, it would be a massive lie, right? But what I'm trying to say is, if I just doing this for the money, right, just for the sake of money, I wouldn't actually last for maybe 2 or 3 videos, because the feeling is just not there, unless I just couldn't feel like I don't have that kind of good discipline like David Goggins, that I can just keep going. I actually needed a better ways to do it, which is the intrinsic values out of it. And I've been talking about in my past few videos about intrinsically how to do things better. and I can actually do things a lot further by having intrinsic value. And in this case, my intrinsic value of passive incomes to YouTube is actually improving my communication skills, you know, learning that confidence talks to the cameras better, and increasing my attention span again by actually spending 10 minutes in front of the camera, which is what I'm doing right now. Overall, I just felt like I'm not gonna be able to make money, touch wood, in about a year time. If I'm lucky, 6 months time, I'll get 1,000 subscribers. I'm currently in 300 subscribers and about 200 watch time as well. Ultimately, rather than just saying I want to earn money, I want to have a fulfilling journey that all video I make, it has to be a value for the customers of the client, the people watching, which is yourself. Basically, how basically me as a migrant that barely talks any language, any English, basically, when I first landed in the UK 15 years ago, and now I got about £500,000 of net worth. I got a good jobs and all that, and I want to share that experience and able to help some of the people that even local here that to gain the confidence in their life and things like that. The next one will be a SaaS gaming hosting business, and I actually talk about it in my £1 journey videos, and I think a lot of people actually didn't like the ideas of that because it's a low margin business that actually no one's want to do that anymore. And nowadays people just want to do, you know, Gen AI business, cryptocurrencies and things like that. Who wants to actually host Minecraft gaming servers anymore? And actually I do. I still actually want to do it. It's currently in the progress. I'm kind of want to launch that in February, and it's kind of a soft launch, and just hopefully that anyone can give some opinions around it. I would say there is any kind of opinions around it because it's a gaming hosting business, but it was started by Minecraft, and then hopefully able to get some of the people to join. Discord channel I'm going to share in my next few videos, and then we'll see how it goes from there. This is also a very saturated market. No one's actually kind of interested to do this because, again, I just mentioned that it's low margins, high efforts, and, you know, a customer intensive business as well, where you actually constantly need to be on there to help people to set up your servers, their technical issues and all that. But for me, if people have been watching my videos for the past 7 videos, 8 videos, you know that I'm worked as cloud engineers. I've been lead DevOps for the past 10 years, and I'm kind of confident that able to deliver a kind of significant gaming hosting business that able to contribute to people and actually able to compete with other kind of old current businesses that are actually offering the same services as well. But ultimately, I'm not trying to compete or, you know, trying to earn tons, shitloads of money from this kind of business, but rather I think this is also one of the businesses that are able to involve with people a lot more, kind of able to understand the current generations that current generations still play Minecraft. I'm not sure, but at least the newer generation or younger generation plays Minecraft, able to talk to them, understand what they're looking for, and then using that information I can rebuild more products on top of that. But firstly, I have to have one product that could attract people to come over, start use it, and actually give me some opinions around it. I also think that with the correct package and services, I think even though I make very less money, I'm able to get few customers to kind of join me, give me some opinions, feedbacks, and that's all matters. And whether I actually able to use that business to actually give me a good living when I'm in my old age, I'm not sure. But at least for now, that's my second idea, is I would like to start it, and I would definitely want to keep it on for the next 5 years at this. And hey, let's see how it goes then. So the third one will be extending what I've been doing for the 9-to-5 jobbers, right? And this is kind of ironic for what I've been talking about this video, because this video is about building something different from a 9-to-5 job. In case I lose my main job, I'll be able to have my side income as a buffering or a safe place to go with in case if I actually lose my job, right? And I'm also not quite keen to trade more time for a little bit of money, because that actually not the grand goal of it. The goal is to build a brand, a income that we can rely on for the kind of for our old age, that we can play with it. Basically our very own business. And when you think about it, right, I'm basically just want to build my own business by a sense of it. That basically it. I'm a cloud engineer, and the very closest things I can build as a business is a managed services or IT consulting business that actually offering people the same services, and then also offering people the IT managed services that are kind of maintaining their kind of infrastructures and things like that. And in my position is that I'm currently starting to offer some of the consulting services for some of the clients around the UK and around the world as well. And I think currently I don't make a lot of money out of it, but I'm actually building a brand right now. And then hopefully by the time of it, I can actually build a new business. I don't need to do the actual consulting work anymore, but rather I can strategize how the business should run as a consulting business, and also offering value for the customer as well. So that's basically my kind of main goal. Again, it's kind of time intensive to do this kind of thing, and I'm not sure if people are actually watching until this moment. I'm not sure, but it do align to what I'm doing, 9-to-5 job. But at the same time, I can actually save lots of time without actually developing the new skills, and just continue doing that at the same time. A bit ironic of what I'm trying to say in this video anyway, but ultimately you get what I meant. Like, right, if you've been a surgeon, then obviously your ultimate idea is to have your own kind of GPs, and if you're a dentist, ultimately you also have your own dentistry and things like that. Ultimately, that's kind of the traditional path that people walk to, and that's one thing I want to build to as well, because I genuinely do not want to have my YouTube as a full-time. If that makes you a lot of money, I'll make it as a full-time, but I do not actually, the current plans, I do not want to make it as a full-time, and I still want my full-time as the skills I'll be honing at. But hopefully I get my points anyway. So conclusion, I do think that there are a lot of things to think about for high earners incomes people. And again, it's not about how much you earn a 6-digit, 7-digit and things like that. It's all about, like, you know, how many times you've been spending for the last few years to hone the particular skills. And now you're actually quite stuck in the industry that if you switch your job, you lose 70%, 90% of the income, which is something, things that I started to fall about because I'm getting old. I'm 33. If I lose my job right now, I have to find another job, which is probably lower salaries, and then I have my commitments, my mortgage and things like that, which I can't cover. And these are all stress that kind of felt like, you know, I want to resolve this as soon as possible before my 40s, basically, rather than, you know, having this problem when I'm 40s or 50s even, which a lot of people is actually facing right now. At the same time as well, I think when we're choosing a new side incomes, it's not all about just money. If it's just all about money, then it becomes a side hustles that you need to kind of grind through it. You have to discipline yourself, and then end up just making yourself a lot more tired than actually thought it will be. If it's just short timing, you just want to get maybe £1,000 to buy a new PS5 and things like that, then yeah, feel free to do that. But if you're actually trying to build a new side incomes that actually will make it last longer, I think you may as well just find something that you felt is fulfilling. You know, internet is so vast nowadays. The world is so big nowadays. I know there's war coming, the world coming to an end, whatever, but there's definitely a digital products or anything that you're actually interested to do that will make a little bit of money. That's a good start. And then that's probably the bit that you felt like fulfilling to do, that intrinsically motivate you to do even more further. And that's it really. I just hope that if anyone actually watches this video until this moment, other than my editors again, but if anything else you actually interested, or you kind of want to share your ideas out of it, just leave your comments down below. I will definitely reply to you because, you know, I'm new, and, you know, let's share some of the ideas and talks about this journey. I'm definitely in already. That's it really. I hope this video able to get my points through you. But the most important thing is keep grinding, be happy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.